I implore you, listen to survivors. Follow through with investigations from beginning to end and investigate the people that are investigating because it's not being done correctly. When I am more scared to report than I am of it happening again to myself or someone else, there is a problem. And the fact that this is up for debate or discussion is frankly disgusting. Thank you.
Thank you. Bottom line, I think that what I would say is that this is actually pretty simple. We have far too many sexual assaults that are resulting in too few perpetrators being taken off our streets. And as a community, we need to understand why that is so that we can do better. I am encouraged by the reaction of Chief Manley and the DA, who sent a letter to me and Allison expressing her support for this resolution tonight as well. That also makes me optimistic that we're going to be able to do this right. This truly is, I think, a community that is focused on this, to do the underlying and important and significant work. Because in our community, regardless of what's happening in other communities, in our community, we should be protected from sexual assault. Let's go ahead and take a vote. Those in favor of the resolution, please raise your hands. Those opposed? It is unanimous on the dais. Councilmember Flanagan gone. It is 7:45. That is all of the business that we had. This meeting is adjourned.
My name is Hannah Sanko, and I had the opportunity to speak with you briefly during the November meeting in which I shared my email of concern that I had written Chief Manley after my short engagement on the Saki Grant project. Today I am here again representing my support for the resolution as a survivor whose case was exceptionally cleared by the Austin Police Department. I want to begin by stating how appreciative we are for the attention you have given to this topic and the progress that is being made. So thank you to each of you. While I also want to commend APD for their recent actions, it is with the understanding that we have a long way to go. I stand here not only as a survivor myself, but I am here because I know that so many survivors cannot be. For some, getting involved at this level is way too intense, way too vulnerable, or way too great of a risk, as the repercussions are simply too much. I am here not trying to make APD look bad. Rather, I am here because there's a lot of work to be done in the understanding and handling of sex crimes, not only in our city, but throughout our nation as a whole. Austin has a real opportunity in front of us to take the lead, but only if we choose to do so. I am here not because I am angry, even though I have every right to be. Rather, I am here serving as a face, a voice, and a reminder that we have a journey ahead of us yet. And that this issue is not simply about rape kit backlogs or exceptional clearances. Rather, it is about everything from start to finish, beginning to end. I am here hoping that you don't only see a survivor, but more importantly, that you are reminded that there is a perpetrator that has not been held accountable for myself or 99% of us. I am a reminder that we were once victims to our perpetrators that ensured they had the upper hand, either through force, through fear, through alcohol and drugs.
Thank you, man. You either go the fuck home or I'll find a home for you. Go home or I'll find a home for you.
Yeah, he's asking to get rid of that bullshit. That's bullshit what he just did. You ain't supposed to talk to no people like that.
Nah, especially females.
On the cool, he talk that old bullshit. Fuck that nigga.
They get away with whatever since Dusterhoft got away with whatever.
Thank you, Mayor. Hi, my name is Chris Harris. I'm in District 1. And firstly, I do want to thank Amanda Lewis, Ana DeFreitas, Councilwoman Alter, and the other co-sponsors of this. I think this is really, really important work. I am here to say that I also think that the Austin Police Department is getting off very, very easy with this audit. They have, since at least 2011, attempted to undertake an underhanded scheme to misclassify rape cases against the advice of their own nationally renowned sexual assault investigator that worked in the sex crimes unit. For 2 years, she was bothered about why she wasn't exceptionally clearing cases, and she told them that it was inappropriate. They forced her out of that position. Immediately upon her ouster, the exceptional clearance rate jumps 50% for these cases. Upon revealing this, they then lie and say, no, DPS says that we're doing this correctly. DPS, when asked, said, no, we haven't actually looked into it. So then DPS looked into it and they said, no, actually y'all are incorrectly misclassifying these cases. And then to reveal the results of this DPS audit, they come out on New Year's Eve to try to bury the results. This is beyond a paperwork, bureaucratic checklist, 5 boxes was 4 checked or 5. This is an intentional scheme to fool the community and to fool you all about how well our police department, our criminal justice system handles sexual assault. Combined with other revelations, when the class action lawsuit filed last year about people in the sex crimes unit having a wall where they post pictures of women that they unilaterally decided had made up their stories as a trophy to cases debunked. A district attorney that is more concerned with win rates than pursuing accountability and justice in the courts, even if it means they lose. It is clear that healing and justice for sexual assault survivors in our community and across this country cannot be achieved through the criminal justice system as we know it today. And I really, really hope, and I have a lot of confidence in y'all that the result of this audit is not going to be to put more money into that system, into that broken system with people, again, who have repeatedly over the course of the last 7 years deceived this community and you all about how well they were dealing with sexual assault. What we need is a new approach. What we need is funds dedicated to community spaces that allow folks to heal and address harm and really to achieve accountability for these issues. So I urge you to pass this resolution tonight. I look forward to the outcome of this independent audit. I 100% co-sign on the testimony, the powerful testimony we've heard from survivors and others tonight. And again, I implore you, when budget season comes around, to not be fooled to thinking that more money into the police department is going to help solve this issue, that it's going to address this problem, because it won't. You know, in 2016, the clearance rates were touted here in this body in an attempt to get you all to give them more money. Now that we know those clearance rates were a lie, I hope that you'll take that money back. Thank you.
I am here not because I am angry, even though I have every right to be. Rather, I am here serving as a face, a voice, and a reminder that we have a journey ahead of us yet, and that this issue is not simply about rape kit backlogs or exceptional clearances. Rather, it is about everything from start to finish, beginning to end. I am here hoping that you don't only see a survivor, but more importantly, that you are reminded that there is a perpetrator that has not been held accountable for myself or 99% of us. I am a reminder that we were once victims to our perpetrators that ensured they had the upper hand, either through force, through fear, through alcohol and drugs, or through knowing that she wouldn't be believed and he would not be challenged. I serve as a reminder that it is no longer about sex, rather it is about power, control, in a failing system. I've had to come to recognize that sexual assault survivors have not had a fighting chance at justice, not in our current state of affairs, not with the current processes, and most importantly, not with some of the current mindsets in our governmental agencies and city institutions. Because the statistical probability of seeing justice in a sexual assault case is less than 1%, it is almost as if the fate of the cases have been decided before they even entered the system.
Lizardo Giganticus.